last thing for today is going to be graphing lines. Graphing lines. Your instructions are going to ask you to sketch the graph of each line. Sketch the graph of each line. Okay, sketch the graph of each line. For example number 1, I would like you to sketch the graph of y equals, let's do negative 6x plus 3. Y equals negative 6x plus 3. On your homework, you will have grids, so it'll be nice and easy. I'm sorry that you don't have them right now, but you'll be okay. So, what do these parts mean? What's the standard form of a graph? Standard form of a line. Y equals what?
Mx plus b.
Y equals mx plus b. Okay, y equals mx plus b. What does the b stand for?
Where it begins.
Where it begins. Okay. What is it technically called, though? It's technically called the x-intercept. Or, I'm sorry, y-intercept. Sorry. Y-intercept. So it means it crosses the y-axis at that point. Okay. What does the m mean? M stands for slope. But what does it tell you what you do? It tells you how you move. Okay, so M is for move, B is for where you begin. So you're going to have a graph that looks similar to that. On your paper, it's already going to be on there. Okay, you guys just do the best you can when you're writing notes right now. So what would you say is the y-intercept of this equation? 3. So that means on the x or on the y-axis. So is that the up and down or the side to side?
Side to side.
Up and down. Okay, up and down. So we're going to start, make our first point at 3. So up, 1, 2, 3. Make a dot. From there, we're going to move negative 6. Now, we want this to be a fraction, though. So how do you make negative 6 into a fraction? Negative 6 over 1. Okay? So that tells you from this point, not from 0, 0, but from this point, you're going to move down 6 and over 1. Which way do I move over? Left or right? Right. We're always moving to the right. So move down from this point, count down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and over 1. Make a dot. Once you have 2 dots, connect them with a line. Make sure when you connect them with a line that you put arrows on the end because it does still keep going. I know that sounds kind of picky, but especially on state tests, if you don't put the arrows on the end, it's going to be wrong. Okay, because it would indicate that it stops. Lines don't stop. They keep going. Questions on how I did that? That's it. That's how we graph a line. Okay?
So you always put a 1 underneath that.
If there's a whole number, yes, you would always put a 1 underneath it.
What if it was a fraction?
I'm going to show you. Okay? If you have a fraction, okay, that's the only other kind you could have. If you have a fraction, if I give you an equation like, you guys are fine, like y equals 1/5 x minus 4. Y equals 1/5 x minus 4. Y equals 1/5 x minus 4. Where do I make my first point?
Negative 4.
Negative 4, because that's called the what?
Y-intercept.
The y-intercept. So it intercepts the y, which is the up and down or side to side?
Up and down.
The up and down. It crosses it at negative 4, so you put a point, 1, 2, 3, 4, down 4. And how does this tell me to move? Up 1 over 5. So up 1 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once you have 2 dots, connect them with a line. Try to make it as straight as you can. Sorry, mine's not perfect.
I got this now.
Okay, so this should be pretty basic, right? Do we kind of remember this now?
Yeah.
Okay, because it feels like when we did this a long time ago, it was so hard. But now you guys, like, you've kind of had some time to think about it, and hopefully it becomes a lot easier. Okay, and then the last kind I want to do for example 3, well, actually we're going to do two more, sorry. Example 3 and an example 4. Okay, we're going to do a y equals line and an x equals line. Okay, first one is, what if I asked you to graph y equals 5 over 3x? y equals 5 over 3x. What's the y-intercept here?
0.
0. Do I really have to put 0?
No.
No, not really. Okay, so I don't really need to draw this one at 0. We do need, so that means it doesn't have one. So that it crosses the y-axis at 0. Okay, but I don't know how far up. Okay, so here, where's 5 over 3?
You go up 5 over 3.
So it crosses at 0. And how do I move?
Up 5 over
Up 5 over 3. Sorry, I used the wrong color. So it starts at 0, so you could put a plus 0 here if you'd like to. Starts at 0 and then move up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1, 2, 3. Up 5 over 3. Okay, so it's totally possible that you could have 0 for your y-intercept. It crosses right at the middle. And then the last kind I want to do is a special kind of line. Y equals or x equals something. Let's try a y equals line. Okay, last one I'm going to do is y equals negative 5. Y equals negative 5. Sorry, I probably should have put this on a different sheet of paper. Or on the next page. Y equals negative 5. Where do you think that goes? Does this have any slope?
No.
No. So is this going to be a up and down or side to side line?
Side to side.
Make a dot where y equals negative 5. Where is y equal to negative 5? It's down here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This has no slope. So is it going flat or straight up? If it was straight up, isn't this a 0? This is a 0 value, right? So it's got to be flat. Do you remember the saying, X-Men stand tall, why are you dead? Do you remember that saying? Okay, well, it's silly, but it might help you remember, okay? Remember, X-Men stand tall, and why are you dead? Okay? An x equals line is a straight up and down line. X-Men stand tall. Why are you dead is a flat line. Okay? Have you ever seen like those medical shows and all of a sudden someone on that little cardiac machine, they go flatlined? Flatline means dead. Okay? So why are you dead? So a y equals line, you're dead. An x equals line means you're standing straight up and down. That's it. So if you remember that saying, it might help you. It might not. X-Men stand tall, so an X. And if you think it's silly, then just memorize the math. Thank you for sharing.